the warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. Two words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm. T-O-N-Y. Top of New York with a pitchfork.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
All right, go. Come on now. More now. 5.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Goff going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
76, Helen. 76. Go, 76. Al, we go.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And Josh Hill has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Get set, get set, get set. 36, 36.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, easy.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Goff and his guys now coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off that former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Get set, get set, get set.
On second down, Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Easy.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Breeze now to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and... A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Got it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Gets around him. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Goff. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, 76! 76! 76! 2 for 1! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Go, 12! Go!
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's going to look deep, trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Again they run with Gurley. Room here to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Back to throw. Goff steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give the defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
An update from a game going on over in Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. To throw, it's Breeze. And the pass is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Lutz's kick is good. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They start the second half with Kamara, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Michael Brockers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 63 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They get it to him running left. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Kelly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And down on the scoreboard, on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
There's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, whether it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cook. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Again, it's Camaro. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best blocker.
Back now here live in New Orleans. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down.
Check, check, check.
On first down, Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it.
Now a pitch out to Camara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So what do you think, play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and took your shot at the end zone.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Camara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Buying time to his left. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Demario Davis there on the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. We're good. We're good.
On first down, it's Gurley. And now running right through it. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Shell. Go, 12. Go.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Goff. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, lift. Go.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from a yard out, and the Rams add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle there by Mark Barron. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for L.A., a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa.